Hi guys, great to be here with you today. I've been talking to some young people who've been gone off to university recently, and each year we have young people who've done the same, leaving school, leaving home, and going it alone. Well, not completely alone, but you know what I mean. Sometimes I hear from young people that being at uni is too hard, that it's too difficult, and that they'll wish they were back doing the A levels because that was easier. They will say to those that are doing the A levels how easy it is compared to the work they have to do at university. And then those that are doing the A levels will tell those that are doing their GCSEs how easy they are compared to the A levels. Often we can go through something like that, come out the other side to face a new and bigger challenge, and looking back on what we did and realise how easy it actually was. Giving advice to those going through what we just did, telling them that they shouldn't complain because things could be a lot worse. That they aren't, what they're actually doing is actually quite easy and it's just a breeze. Which makes me start to think about the next part of 1 Peter, from chapter 4, verse 12. It is entitled, Suffering for Being a Christian. And it's not the only time in the Bible that it tells us that being a Christian means that there is suffering involved. In fact, being a Christian isn't like GCSEs or A-levels or university, because you don't get those people that have been Christians a long time telling new Christians that they shouldn't complain about what they're going through with their faith. That they should actually see the bigger picture, that whatever they're going through now is actually quite easy. I'm not sure if you ever noticed, but that never actually happens. Often the Bible tells us that being a Christian isn't easy. It's not something you just tick off as if you've completed it. Being a Christian can be hard, can be difficult, and make us question our faith at times. Reading this part of 1 Peter, it tells us that if we do suffer, if we do find being a Christian hard, then that is kind of normal. We don't live in a world where Jesus is accepted as the truth by everyone, and because of that we will find it difficult at times. But it says in verse 14 that if you're insulted because of the name of Christ, then you are blessed, for the Spirit of glory and of God rests on you. It also says in verse 16 that if you suffer for being a Christian, do not be ashamed, but praise God that you bear that name. Peter is trying to explain that we should be ready for the difficult times, but we need to stand firm in those times because it is so worth it. God blesses us when we're insulted. When we suffer, we should praise God that we belong to Him. Being a Christian isn't easy, but it's totally worth it. Peter reminds us of an important fact from the Bible, something that we can forget at times. He tells us that Jesus is coming back, that He will return, and when He does, He will judge us. Peter references Proverbs, basically saying that if you think suffering and insults we get as Christians is bad, that is nothing compared to what it will be like for those that don't believe in Jesus. The suffering we can go through is easy compared to what could happen after Jesus comes back. Peter encourages us with a final line, saying that we should commit ourselves to the faithful Creator and continue to do good. And for me, that's something that helps me stand strong in my faith, and I hope it can help you to stand strong in yours.